Hey guys, so today I want to show you how to make this beautiful underbust corset. This is the lacing bar and this is the front. Wow, this is so pretty. I love it. So guys, this is going to be the sewing tutorial. I've already done the drafting tutorial. I'll drop the link in the description box. So if you are set, let's get into it. So that we'll not waste much time, I've already cut it. What I did was add ½ inch everywhere. I added ½ inch up, down, side, everywhere. And for the center front, I would like to use a lace fabric, a chantilly lace. And for the side front and side back, I'll be using the chantilly lace. Then every other place, I'm using this Ankara piece. You see it. And I'm not going to use lining. We're not going to use lining for this underbust corset. We're just going to sew it as simple as this. So let's get into it. So now we're going to be picking them one by one and sewing them. So this is the center front. So I'm going to remove it. For the chantilly lace, I cut two pieces because I'm going to use the two at the same time as one, because since it's lace and it's soft, so that it will not be too fragile. So I cut two pieces for one side. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So two like this. You see, two will be for one part, two will be for the other side. So this is our center front. You see it? This is going to be our center front. And you know the center front, I added ½ inch to the center front so that we can sew it. I didn't cut the center front on fold. I added ½ inch so that we can sew it. I want to put boning at this center front. That is why I left ½ inch there. I hope you understand. So that is one. So I'll bring number two. I'll bring number two. I will add number two to this side. 1 here, 1 here. Make sure as you are removing the pin, you are pinning them together so that you don't get confused. So this is it. I'll bring one of it here. You see it? Let me push this aside. You see it? This is how we are going to sew it. This center front, this is the number 2 middle. So let me pin it together so I don't get them mixed up. So this one too is going to go like this. Good. So I'll pick number 3. This is number 3. I'll remove the pins. And one will be here, one will be here, while the other one will be here. You see it? So let me pin them together. Make sure as you are removing the pattern paper, you are pinning them so that you don't get them mixed up. So this one will be for here. I hope you understand what I'm doing. Good. So we are good to go. Then I'll go to front, side front. I'll remove my pin. So one will be here, the other one will be here. So you see it, I'll pin them together. Please note, you are pinning them to the front because we are going to sew. All our seam is going to be to the front. I will repin everything. I pin them downwards, but we are going to pin them to the front because all our seam is going to be to the front so that we can use boning to cover the seam. But don't worry, just leave it like this first. So this is the side back. So we'll continue with the side back. Or let's leave the back. Let's go and join this front. When we join the front, we'll continue. The back will continue too. When we want to join the back, this is the side back. We'll join side back one, side back like this. We'll join the next one. It's just going to be a long. So let me join this one. Then we'll continue with the back. You join with ½ inch. The allowance that you left, that's what you are going to join with. And don't forget, join it to the front, to the front of the fabric, not the back. The front, that's how you sew it. So see, I've sewn the front. You can see all my sewing is to the front. This very clean place is the back. You can see it. So I'll continue with the back now. This is my side back. I'll bring side back. I'll bring one here, one here. I'll take the middle for the back. I'll put one here, put one here. I'll take the middle one. I'll put one here, put one here. Then lastly, I'll take the center back. Put one here, put one here. I hope you understand. So I'm going to join them. I'm going to go to my sewing machine and pick them one by one and join them. Then it will now be just one just spread out like that. Then the opening will just be at the back where we are going to put our highlights. So let me go and join them. This is what we have. I have joined all the pieces together. This is what we have. You see, it's all the seam is to the front. So we are going to trim. We are going to trim to the barest minimum. Don't cut into your seam line. Just trim the excess, just leaving a little. Then we are going to wrap our boning, cover the seam. After trimming to the barest minimum, we are going to use, you see, I'm going to go to my sewing machine and sew like this. I'll drop a detailed tutorial on how to wrap your boning. I have it on my channel. I'll drop the link. So you wrap your boning. After wrapping it, then we'll start sewing it. I've not decided on the fabric I want to use yet. I don't know if I should use this red or the white. I think I'll go for the white. I'll use white to wrap it instead of this one. Okay guys, so I changed my mind on what to use to bone encase the boning channel. So I'll be using this my Ankara fabric to encase the boning. So let me teach you how to encase. If you want to encase, this is what you do. You sew your boning on the right side of your fabric. I've sewn it on one side, only one side. Then you just flip it over like this. You see it? Flip it again, then wrap it. Just wrap it. You see it? You see how neat it is? Then you can now place it where you want to place it. So I'm going to place it here. Then I'll sew on both sides. You see it? After wrapping it, then you sew on both sides. So that's what I'm going to do for everything here. So let me quickly do them, then I'll come back to show you. So I want to show you how to fix your lacing bar. So what you do is, this is the back. I've not finished putting all the boning channel, but I just want to quickly show you. I'll do that. So I want to show you how to fix your lacing bar. So what you do is, you come to this end, you leave 1/2 inch, you sew your boning here. You see it? You sew your boning, you leave 1/2 inch up, 1/2 inch down, you sew your boning. Then you come to this seam line, you leave 1/2 inch up, then you sew your boning. That means there will be a space in between. That's the space that your eyelet will stay. After sewing it, then you bring a fabric. The width of this fabric is 3 inches. Then you press interfacing on it. You see, I press interfacing on it. Then you sew from the back. This is the back. You sew with 1/2 inch. Then you bring it forward. You fold 1/2 inch here again. Then you top stitch. You can see it. When you do this, you have successfully created a space for your eyelet to sit in between here. So I'll do this and I'll show you what it looks like. For the lacing bar, where the eyelet is going to stay, what I was explaining earlier, see what I say you do. I've already sewn the boning. You see, I sew one here. I left 1/2 inch from the center back. I sew one of the boning. I left like 0.75 in the middle, and I sew another boning here. You can see it. So what you do next is, this fabric is 3 inches wide, and the length is the length of your center back. So when I press interfacing on it, so what you do, you take it to the back. This is the wrong side. You place it like this, you sew it. When you sew it, then you bring it up, then you top stitch over the second boning. Let me sew this one, then bring it to top stitch. Okay, so see, this is what I have. I've sewn it from here like this. So I'm going to flip it to the front like this. Then I'll fold 1/2 inch again. Then I'll place it over this second boning. Yeah, I'll place it over this place like this. You see it? That's how I'll secure it. So this is my, you see that in the middle is where I'm going to now create my eyelets. So let me do that now. I'll do it, then I'll do the same thing for this one, then I'll complete all this remaining boning channel. Okay guys, so I finished putting boning on all our boning channel. You see them? I'm done, and I've put the lacing bar, you see it, and I've also put my eyelets. So I just fixing 1 2 3 4 5. I just fixing 5 eyelets. So the next thing I want to do now, to pipe this place. What you do is you use your regime boning to make sure that this place is firm first. We are going to give structure to this our cup area, this place. We are going to first, I'm going to use, and please, when you are doing it, make sure you use the tiny regime boning. This is the tiny one. Is like 2, the width is like maybe 2.5 inch. Don't use the regular half inch, the one that we use on the body. Don't use that one. That one will not be able, you will not be able to manipulate it to bend. You see, we want to let it go round like this. So you use this tiny one. So first thing you do, you place it here first to give this part structure. After that, then you now place like this and go round to the back. After we do that, we now use a piece of a strip of this fabric to turn it to do like a piping. So let me sew here round, then I'll show you how to use the fabric to pipe it. So sorry guys, I lost the clip of where I piped it, but it's not difficult at all. It's just the normal way you pipe your neckline. So just pipe the top and pipe the bottom like I did mine, and your underbust corset is ready. You can see how it's looking so beautiful. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you have found value, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and click on the like button. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video.